Cool. Moving on. Our next game is one it's one of my most hyped for the year, and it just got like formally announced, I think a week ago. And Trav, I know you've played this one, but we're going to talk about Wildgate. This is from Moonshot Games. It's a bunch of, I believe, ex-Blizzard devs, and it also is published by Dreamhaven. This is coming to PS5, Steam, and Xbox. And there's an April 10th playtest starting, which you can sign up for now on the Dreamhaven website. But this is like an FPS space shooter. Think Sea of Thieves in space, and you're kind of close to the idea. I'll let Trav talk about it more. But 20-player PvP VE, teams of 4 or 5. I can't remember.
4? 5 teams of 4.
5 teams of 4. Cool. And you explore a procedurally generated map, randomized locations, encounters, spawn points, loot, and more, all looking for this special, powerful artifact. And the goal is to get it and get the heck out of Dodge. But the problem is once you grab that artifact, everybody else knows your location and now are hunting you to take that artifact back. And it's either last team standing or whoever gets out the gate. Yeah, Wildgate. This one I'm so excited for this. Trav, you did a preview for us. Tell us a little bit about your time with it.
Yeah, you can see my footage here from my preview, but basically it's one of those games where like every game something crazy happens and you have to immediately tell your friends about it, you know? And the reason I compare it to Sea of Thieves is because it has that collaborative, like everybody has to be involved in piloting the ship, like somebody's steering it. Somebody is healing it. Somebody is manning the different turrets and doing upgrades and shields and stuff. And so it has a very cooperative lean. However, it's also even more than Sea of Thieves about PvP, because PvP is an inevitability in this game, not something that just happens occasionally. It is sort of like the culmination. So it kind of mixes, in my mind, Sea of Thieves with a battle royale. It's got that same loop of like running around with your friends, doing a little bit of a small PvE dungeons and getting upgrades, and then preparing yourself for that final confrontation against other players. Which is really cool. And I very quickly became a space tyrant. I was thirsty for blood. I think almost all of our victories were just killing every single other team on the map. You'll see here the one time I actually got out of the gate, which is satisfying, I'll admit, but it's also pretty funny to just like camp out in front of the gate and have all of these upgrades that you've gotten and then just blast people out of the stars. So very cool. It's got you can board people's ships and hit the self-destruct button on their ship and leave them scrambling. You can do that sort of like subterfuge. There's just a lot of different ways to engage with it, and it's very chaotic in a good way. So I think this game is going to it has a pretty good chance of being a hit, because it's, you play one match and you're just like, oh, let's go again. It's very easy to kind of get addicted to it. So really, really fun. And I think it's coming pretty soon as well.
Yeah, this one, they don't have an official release date for this one yet. It is set for 2025. But like I said, they have the playtest coming out in about 8 or 9 days, depending on, when you're listening to this, maybe less than 8 days, whatever. But yeah, I love the chaos. I'm going to be the worst chaos goblin people are going to ever encounter in this game, because I will be coming to all of your ships and hitting the self-destruct button. I will just camp out on your ship, hit the self-destruct button, and then wait till you come to try and disarm it, and then kill you.
This is footage of me accidentally blowing up my own ship by blowing up somebody else's ship right next to mine, and then it's a tie. The Reach wins. Nobody won that game because I was too chaotic. So that's also just like a funny thing that can happen, right? As everybody dies.
I have a question. How long are these? Is a normal game? Would you say?
20 to 40 minutes. The longest one I was in was a little over 40 minutes, because you're doing like it is sort of battle royale in its scope. Like you're running around and doing these small little dungeons so that you can get upgrades, and you're ultimately looking for the artifact that is one of the win conditions. But I only found the artifact one time while playing. All the other times another team found it, and then I was like, all right, cool, let's just upgrade and prepare to kill those guys. Or you could just steal it off their ship. I also stole it from their ship one time too. You can just sneak on board. And the different characters each have different perks that are interesting. Like you start with a robot that doesn't have to breathe. air, so that's like an easy like starter class because it's one less thing to think about. And then later on you unlock more advanced characters, like one whose ability is when you board an enemy ship you immediately become invisible, which is pretty useful if you want to do some sneakiness and subterfuge. So yeah, they have a lot of different options that are pretty interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to just go stealth and just sit there on people's ship while they just like do things and then just mess stuff up and then just just go back to being invisible, hanging out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got shot in the back of the head a couple times by that invisible guy while I was piloting the ship or manning a turret. They just sneak up behind you and just tap you. It's pretty brutal.
But yeah, that's Wildgate. Definitely keep an eye out for that one later this year in 2025. Very excited for that. I'm already signed up for the playtest, so just hoping to get that email so I can
nice.
try it
we
out.
should crew up.
Heck yeah, I'm down for it, bud.